Blessings, everybody. Thank you so much, Marty and Lisa and Jim, for bringing your light to add to the light of the world, behind the darkness, in the darkness, as the darkness, and beyond. Everything is light. And if it's dark, there's just one other thing that you need to know. If it's dark outside, what do you do? If it's dark inside, what do you do? You run to the mother. You run to the mother, my dears, to your divine mother's face. That was some kind of a stream yesterday. And but I wanted just to wrap that up because I we did the one on the cosmic mother's face. But this is what happened to Yogananda when he was searching his mother when she passed. It destroyed him. He was ready to throw himself underneath the train. No kidding, Yogananda. And but he didn't, obviously. And this is what he did. So when it's dark outside, when it's dark inside, when there's no reason that you can feel to be, alive even, sometimes there's that darkness that comes in, right? So this is what happens to Yogananda. So this is what he did. He didn't just go and bury his head in the sand. This is what he did. He said, when my brother or my teacher stormed at me, in the in the haven of my mother's two black eyes, I found my retreat. So his mother was everything to him growing up. And when his brother was, beating him up, or a teacher storming at him, in the haven of his mother's two black eyes, this is called Two Black Eyes in the Songs of the Soul that we've been using recently. In the haven of my mother's two black eyes, I found my retreat. So he had his real physical form mother, where he could just go find retreat. But then she died, and as his poem goes, and I cried. She died, and I cried. And those two lost, I sought those lost two eyes everywhere. I searched in the stars until, bedimmed by my tears, they twinkled black eyes everywhere. But they were not those that I lost. There were many black eyes that sought to mother me, but they were not those that I loved. Looking, searching for her everywhere, I found my mother divine. And in her love, so looking, searching for her everywhere, I found my mother divine. And in her love, I found my mother's eyes. I found my mother's love. And in her omnipresent eyes, I found those two black eyes. So in the omnipresence, those omnipresent eyes of the cosmic mother, my dears, he found those two black eyes. So I'm just saying, in the darkest times for us, whenever that can be, that we have always the first thing, you got to run, 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 run into the arms of the mother. You really do. That's your only sacred retreat from all the bombardment of your own mind stuff and what's happening in the world, what people are doing, and all that stuff. We have one, one great way to handle that, and that is to run into the arms of the Divine Mother. Isn't that great, Tara? Welcome, Tara, Lori, Cami. So wonderful to have you here. So he did a chant, Yogananda, that goes like this. This may help you too in your darkest days, or maybe just an ordinary boring day, or any kind of day, my dears. He said, in this world, mother, no one can love me. So maybe we need to get that real clear in our hearts. In this world, mother, no one can love me. They don't know how to love me. They don't know how to love me. So where is their pure, loving love? Where is there truly loving me? Then the end of the song goes, there my soul longs to be. There my soul longs to be in the arms of the mother, in the arms of the mother. So, having said all that, my dears, our stream this morning is about letting go of the illusions, all the things that just, can't get you out of the dark, can't get you into a better mood, and you're stuck kind of, and you're spinning your wheels and you're kind of exhausted because of that. Then we want to make sure that we're, in the arms of the mother. Where's their pure, loving love? Where's their truly loving me? There I am in the arms of the mother. All right. So our stream this morning, after having said all that, has to do with letting go of those illusions, or in other words, remembering self-love and letting go of illusions. Remembering self-love, my dears, as that goes out the window so fast. That goes out into the prairie so fast. Is that we're born with love. We're born as love, in love. Who is us? Who were we with in the womb but the cosmic mother? Who are we with now? The cosmic mother. So where do you want to be? In the arms of the mother. So that's what we get to look at right now, is remembering self-love and letting go of illusions. All right. You think there's something in this little post that I'm going to share with you now, my dear? Something for you? Something enriching? Something that can make your day? This is why we're here every day. So we get an aha, we get a, a heart movement. We get our heart all maybe fired up. My heart's aflame, my soul's afire, just for you, Divine Mother, just for you, right? This is why we're here every day, though, my dears, is to really find a aha, receive one, open up for it. It's yours. This is why God's going to deliver. She always delivers. She's going to deliver something right to the door of your heart this morning, my dears. That's why I'm so happy you are here. And how can I say all of this? Is because this is what happens to me. So maybe, since maybe I am you and you are me and we are one, that it is the same for you, my dear. So let's let yourself just be in that comfortable place that you discover when you come to the stream. There's something that is bringing you back again and again. That is something to really hug. That is something really to be grateful for. Why you keep coming back here to the stream. I know why I do, because I need something every single day as a reminder, not just for 30 minutes that we're online, but for a reminder that throughout this day, it's the only day I have to really make hay while the sun is shining. Let's make hay while we're feeling okay. Let's make hay while the sun is shining. Let's make hay while we're feeling okay. How does that sound, my dears? So are you ready for this? This starts by saying everything was an illusion. Everything. Everything was an illusion. It was never about winning the world. It was never about proving my worth. It was never about becoming someone that I would finally be understood by, or someone who'd finally choose me, finally love, finally approve of me. That was the illusion, the chase, the looking for. Still looking outside of ourselves. In this world, Mother, no one can love me. The chase was the illusion. So if I'm still looking for something outside of who I really am, I'm still going to be, a hunter. The fear, of course, was the illusion as well. The belief that I'm broken was the illusion, that there's something wrong to me. You ever have one of those days? Well, of course you do. Maybe every day, where you just think you can't get rid of some guilt or shame. You're not maybe thinking of God. Then you hear all this stuff about, well, keep your mind on God and all this stuff. So you feel bad or guilty that you just went on a spree of some kind where you were distracted about something completely opposite of what we talk about here, right? So maybe those things are completely illusion. Your own thoughts about you being in a bad mood or not having what you don't even know what you need, right? Maybe that's the illusion. The belief that I was broken, it was the illusion. And I'm saying now that the belief that something's wrong with me is an illusion as well. So we're letting go of all that stuff this morning, my dears. Aren't you happy, Kemper? The belief that I am broken is the illusion. The belief that love had to be earned, had to be earned. I got to earn it the old fashioned way. Remember that commercial by Smith Barney? We make, we make, we make money the old fashioned way. We earn it. But guess what? Maybe we don't have to earn that which we already are. The belief that love has to be earned is an illusion as well. We're just dropping one by one illusions. The belief that your value or my value depended on how others treated me. My value was on how you think of me or how you treat me. Is that who I am? Or is that the illusion? Well, my dears, guess what? We'll throw it into the pile called illusion pile for this morning. Okay? No, we throw that one into the power that I am kind of dependent on how others treat me or see me or know me. Or did I come here thinking life was trying to defeat me? Maybe I feel like everybody's got the everybody's out to get me. Now, so that's into the bucket, not the bucket list, but the bucket one we're going to make a sacred fire on and burn all these old illusions. So, but maybe life is trying to return us to ourselves after all this, after that big old bucket list that we're going to burn of the illusions that we still have. And you know what? There may be so many more that you don't even know you have. Maybe this stream will help you to notice those things a little more so you can run to the mother as fast as you can into her arms and cry until she gives you a hug, until she looks at you with those cosmic eyes, and you know everything is absolutely perfect in this imperfect world. But maybe life's trying to return us to ourselves. I think that's where we're heading, my dears. I do believe, and you do too. I do believe. Every heartbreak, here's what every heartbreak. Did you ever have a heartbreak? Yeah. No, I had a heartbreak once. I went to in college, and then we went to Mexico to go surfing for a couple months just to have clear the airwaves. And I was just devastated almost the whole time I was there. And I was down in Mexico, way down the mainland of Mexico, surfing really good waves. So I did have a little relief from the grief from a broken heart. But every heartbreak, my dears, shows us where we abandoned ourselves. Every heartbreak, if you've had one, or maybe your heart's breaking a little today, shows us that we just abandoned our love for ourselves. Where is their pure loving love? Where is their truly loving me? There my soul longs to be, O mother. Only in the arms of you am I ever going to find any satisfaction, right? Maybe every betrayal showed us where we gave our power away. Every betrayal maybe showed us where we are giving our power away. What about every disappointment, my dears, that has come your way? Cami and Lori and Len. Maybe every one of those disappointments showed you where you were still begging the outside world to confirm what only your soul could know. And we're begging the world to give us some kind of clarity on all of this stuff. Are you kidding? Maybe confusion, but not clarity. Maybe that maybe we're not being punished, my dears. Maybe we're just waking up. That's why you're here on this line, because we're waking up. You couldn't be waking up and be here at the same time. All right. You're waking up because your soul brought you to a place, and I came here too. My soul brought me here, and Lisa and Jim, their soul brought them here. Maybe we're being awakened. How's that? The universe kept taking away. Maybe the universe is taking away the false identities from us. Maybe Divine Mother is. Maybe it's not a maybe. I do believe that everything is because of her. And she keeps taking away the false identities. Here's what else she takes away: the false attachments. Anybody into the bucket to be burned later? The false attachments, the false people, the false versions of love. Not because you were losing in all those areas, but because your soul was done pretending. My dears, Lori, Cami, your soul is done pretending. All of us here, our souls are done. They're done with pretending. And then one day, we stop fighting the lesson. We got to learn and learn and learn the same lesson over and over and over and over again. And one day, we stop fighting it. We stop chasing the mirror. We stop asking why they did not love me, why they did not love me correctly. We stop asking why they did not love me the way I wanted to be loved. They had no clue, actually. You stop asking why they did not love you correctly. You stop. Done. It's over. I'm learning. You stop asking why they did not love you correctly. And you finally ask the real question. Ooh, ooh. Take a heart guess, my dears, what the real question is. I'll give you a clue. I'll give you what it says. Why did I forget to love myself, Lori? Why? Why? Maybe in saying your name, Lori, I remember to love myself. Cami, Marty, Lynn, Tara, Lisa, Jim, are you kidding? You know, I had a dream last night. God, I was up to some really good with all my soul friends, like you all. And we were getting ready. We were getting ready to just, do our spiritual service to the world. And I kept waking up in the middle of that dream saying, yeah, I'm so excited. And you all were there. You were all excited and everything. But then all of a sudden, then towards the end of my dream, I was kind of wondering, well, where are you? Where are you? So it faded. It kind of faded, that thing, that idea. But anyway, I had a dream last night that we were all busy, busy in the highest way, serving, ready to go. And then at some point, we couldn't find each other. We weren't there on time, but it's the same thing. You're still here. whether your physical form is here or not, my dears. So that's I'm just saying that this stuff is all floating around in the ethers right now. So why did I forget to love myself? But looking at you all being here, that's why I'm so excited, because there's just love is the motive for all of us being here. Just love, the real deal love. Where is their divine mother, pure loving love? Where is their truly loving me? Here, right here. And that was why we were all getting prepared for something, because we were all in this love space. Wow. Anyway, so why did I forget to love myself? That is when the illusion finally collapses. That is when our old stories lose its power, my dears. When we ask that question, then we answer it as well. Why did I finally, why did I forget to love myself? That is when the old story loses its power. That is when we understand the whole journey was never about becoming more lovable. It was never about becoming more lovable. Really? It was about remembering that we are love before anyone ever touched our hearts. Huh? What? What? Doesn't this have some kind of gusto to it this morning? Doesn't it have some kind of a wow? Witnessing outrageous wonders, WOW? Doesn't it have some wow to it this morning, my dears? But maybe when I realized that nobody showed up, maybe that has a sign to it in my dreams. That means we all got to start taking responsibility for this rainbow tribe, maybe a little more. No pressure, no have tos, no shoulds or coulds, but that maybe God's asking us something. Maybe He's telling us something in that. But let's go ahead and see what the ending of this is all about. But I love that we are about remembering that we were loved before anyone touched our hearts in the first place, and before the wounds, before the rejection, before the self-abandonment, before the story, before the mask, before the world taught us to doubt our own light, and before everything was an illusion. Maybe everything then was an illusion, my dears, just to teach us how to love ourselves better. Could this be the reason for the illusion that we're in and the delusion? Huh? What do you think? What is that? How does that feel? To teach us how to love ourselves better? Isn't that our greatest need? With every breath, I breathe in your pure love, your everlasting love. With every breath, I breathe in your pure love. I live on divine love support. I live on divine love support. Maybe all of this is just, uh, it's a prod. Everything in this physical world is a prod to the remembrance that we are the love that we're looking for, my dears. We're the light that we're looking for. It's already here. It's already here. Wow. So maybe another way to look at it is to choose ourselves. Maybe we're able now to choose ourselves without guilt. How's that? Maybe we can forgive ourselves without shame. Wow, huge, right? Maybe we can choose ourselves without guilt now. Whether you have after the stream, you realize you're in the biggest mood you've ever been in after the stream, after everything we're saying. But you're able to now choose yourself, love yourself without guilt, and even forgive yourself. Of course, forgive yourself without shame. That you're able to protect your peace without apology. I'm so sorry I screwed up. I'm so sorry I screwed up. I'm so sorry I screwed up. Right? To protect your peace without apology. You don't need apology. Maybe this is helping us stop begging for love from people who could only meet you at the level they had met themselves. Maybe we stop begging. We don't need it. You got all the love in the universe. You got all the light, and you have the cosmic mother. That alone is good and plenty. Maybe we're going to stop confusing attachment with devotion. Maybe we're going to stop confusing attachment with devotion, to stop calling abandonment destiny, to stop shrinking our soul just to fit inside someone else's comfort zone. What? You don't have to do that anymore. We don't have to do that anymore, Lori. To no one, nothing. Be yourself. Be yourself. That's the greatest thing that anyone can do is to be ourselves because there's no one else you can be. They're all taken. Oscar Wilde said, everyone else is taken. So you might as well be yourself. How's that? Huh? Yeah. So we're going to stop shrinking our soul just to fit inside someone else's comfort zone because the moment we remember our own love, the false world starts falling away. The need to be chosen falls away. The need to explain yourself far falls away. Wow, everything's here this morning. The need to prove your goodness falls away. What? Look at this pressure we're releasing. Right? Look at the pressure that we're releasing, like was it with the steamers, that you put in there and it just, you hear all this hissing, right? Is falling away. The need to carry what was never ours falls away. And what remains is quiet. Another way to say that, what remains is peace. Peace, that you are utter soul peace without any explanation necessary, without any uh, reasoning necessary. You are peace. You are clear, or we are clear. We are sacred. We are whole. We do not become someone new, my dears. We return to the one who is always, was always, is always there beneath the pain. Wow, we return to the one who was always there beneath the pain, the one who never stopped shining, the one who was waiting patiently behind every illusion, the one, your beautiful self, your beautiful soul self. And finally, the soul whispers, I remember now. I remember now. I was never empty to start with. I was never unworthy to start with. I was never forgotten to start with. I was the love I was searching for all along. How's that? How's that? Or a morning stream? Huh? Good morning, America. Good morning, world. Good morning, everything that's true. Good morning, everything is beautiful. Good morning for everything that is dark. Everything that is existing, that we see something, we can now embrace it. We can all just know that it's all a prod to the remembrance of that we are the love itself, that we are everything we need here and now. This is a day of supreme breakthrough, my dears. Yeah, this is the day of complete collapse of some old philosophy, if you want to call it that, ways of being, if you want to call it that. And just an amazing reformation. It's amazing reformation today. So thank you, my dears, for showing up. I'm going to rub my palms and see if anyone wants to join me in an Om or two. I know Lynn Adams always comes on the screen at this point. Inhale the breath. You don't have to come on at all. Oh. Let's just feel the newness and greeting our old new forever self. So this old self now is the real self. Okay, I'm not going to confuse you anymore. Inhale the breath. Oh, so now let's put our armor on for the day. We've got our God glasses. You just got to adjust them, maybe just a tad, just a little bit, so that we can share all this beautiful light, just like a waterfall coming out of us today. Share it with everyone you see, everything you do. Just be filled with this love. It's just all of a sudden it's just going to come pouring in. So we love and we care and we can feel this love being shared with everybody, my dears, everybody today, because we are as we are. The world is. How beautiful is that? The most beautiful day ever in the history of planet Earth. How's that? Pretty good, huh? All right. So we care, and we absolutely share as it comes through. So thank you, my dears. Thank you for, I think, an amazing awareness this morning and consciousness this morning. Yay, Lynn Adams. Thank you so much, my dear. You come on and the whole place just lit up. Thank you. All right, my dears. Is there anyone? Tara, are you on this? Yeah, you are on this morning. So I can turn up in case somebody has just an aha to share. I'm going to turn up my volume just in case. Just in case. All right. I have some audio now. Everybody good? Marty, you're good. You're so good with that Bernice. Yeah. Even the Bernice. Forever, forever friends. Forever friends. SFF Soul Friends forever. All right, my dears. Thank you. Thank you. I love your quiet. I love your peace. I love your joy. I love who you truly, truly are. And because of that love of who you truly are, I love you for when you are the other. When we are that human person as well. It goes a long way, this love, my dears, a real long way. Much love and light. We'll see you tomorrow. Same time, same station, same joy, same love, but it's just double and triple when we see each other tomorrow. Love you. Namaste.
Stay.
Aho.
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 Toodles with oodles of love.